Good morning, everyone. My name is Kadek Diva Sapitri, and today I would like to present a topic entitled System of Linear Equation into Variable, or commonly abbreviated as SPLDV. In this presentation, we will learn what a system of linear equation into variable is and explore several methods to solve it. By the end of this presentation, I hope you will understand how to determine the solution of a system of linear equation accurately. So let's get started. Okay, before we begin, let's take a look at today's lesson overview. In this presentation, we will explore different methods used to solve a system of linear equation into variable. The methods that we will discuss are the graphic method, the substitute method, and the elimination method. Each method has its own advantage, and we will also look at examples of how to use them. Before we discussing system of linear of equation, let's review what a linear equation is. A linear equation is an equation that constant variable raises only to the first power. When it is drawn on a Cartesian coordinate plane, it always forms a straight line. For the example, the equation x equal to represent a vertical straight line. Understanding the concept is because every system of linear equation consists of two or more linear equations. Okay, next is let's move on to a linear equation into variable. A linear equation into variable contains two variables, usually x and y, and both variables have an exponent of 1. The general form is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, c are the real number and a, b cannot both be 0. This equation represents a straight line on the curve. Next, now let's answer an interesting equation. Why cannot a and b both be equal to 0? This reason is that if both coefficients of 0, the equation no longer contains any variables. As a result, it is no longer considered a linear equation. Instead, it becomes only a mathematical statement and cannot represent a straight line and provide a meaningful solution. Next, what is a system of linear equation into variable? So a system means that we have two or more linear equations that are considered at the same time. The goal is to find a pair of values for x and y that satisfy all the equations simultaneously. This pair of values is called the solution of the system. There are three common methods to solve a system linear equation into variable. The first is graphic method, second is substitute method, and the third is elimination method. Let's discuss each method one by one. First, let's look at the graphic method. In this method, we draw the graphic of each equation of the Cartesian plane. To draw each line, we can use a table of values or determine the x-intercept and y-intercept by setting one variable equal to 0. After both lines are drawn, we find the point where they intersect. That intersection point is the solution to the system. Okay, next is example of the graphic method. Let's see an example. For each equation, we first determine the intercept. For the equation x plus y equals 4, the intercepts are 0, 4 and 4, 0. And for the equation 2x plus y equals 6, the intercept are 0,6 and 3,0. This point will help us draw the two straight lines accurately. Continue the graphic method. Next, we plot all of these points on the Cartesian plane. Then we draw straight line so the point of each equation. Finally, we identify if point where the two lines intersect. This intersection represents the solution to the system. Next is graphical method result. From the graphic, we can see that the two lines intersect at the point is 2,2. Therefore, the solution of this system of linear equation is x equal to and y equal to. One important thing to remind is the graphical method requires accurately because the intersection point may sometimes be fraction or decimal, making it difficult to read precisely. Next is substitute method. So now let's discuss the substitute method. In this method, we first rewrite one equation into an explicit form, such as expressing x and such as expressing x in terms of y or y in terms of x. Then we substitute that expression into the other equation. This process reduces the system into a single equation with only one variable, making it easier to solve. Next is example of the substitute method. For this example, we first rewrite the first equation into explicit form. Next, we substitute the expression into the second equation. After simplifying equation, we obtain the value of the one variable. Then we substitute the value back into the one of the original equation to determine the remaining variable. After completing the calculation, we obtain the value x equal negative 16 and y equal negative 12. Therefore, the solution of the system is negative 16 and negative 12. A useful tip is that if one equation is already written in explicit form, we can directly substitute into the other equation, making this process faster. Next is elimination method. So the third method is elimination method. The main idea is to elimination one variable so that only one variable remaining. If the coefficient of the variable are different, we multiply one or both equation by a substitutable constant until the coefficient become the same. Then we add or subtract the equation to elimination one variable. Next, we see the example. First, we decide which variable we want elimination. Next, we make the coefficient of that variable equal by multiplying one or both equation if necessary. After that, we subtract the equation to eliminate the chosen variable. Finally, we solve the remaining variable. Next, we'll repeat the same process to determine the other variable. After completing our calculation, we find that x equals 6 and y equals negative 2. Therefore, the solution of the system is 6, negative 2. Now, you may ask, which method is the best? Actually, there is not single best method. The most appropriate method depends on the problem and your personal preference. Sometimes the graphical method is easier for visualization, while in other situations, the substitute or elimination method is more efficient. The important thing is to understanding when and how to use each method correctly. Now it's your turn. Please solve the given system of linear equation using the method that you think is the easiest. The exercise is designed to help you practice and train them to understanding of the concept we have learned today. Here is the answer key. When using the elimination method, always pay attention to the positive and negative sign of the coefficient. If the signs are the same, subtract the equation. If the signs are different, add the equation. Following these rules carefully will help you avoid common calculation mistakes. Okay, finally, let's summarize today's lesson. So today we learned that there are three methods to solve a system of linear equation into variable. First is practical method, which find the intersection point of two lines, and the second method is substitute method, where one equation is substituted into the one, the the other, and the third is the elimination method, where our variable is elimination to find the value of the other variable. Its method leads to the same solution when applied correctly. Thank you very much to your attention. I hope this presentation has helped you understanding how to solve a system of linear equation into variable. Have a great day and thank you.